Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be sharing the different types of extracurricular activities that you can pursue in high school and how to use them to your advantage on your college applications. First, I'm going to dive into the most impactful extracurriculars on your college applications. One of the most impactful activities on your college application is going to be work experience related to your major. Now, don't worry, it doesn't have to be a paid internship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job at all. What makes these work experiences so impressive? Well, first of all, you're actively doing something and actively creating something. This is not an opportunity that most college applicants are going to have at a sort of elite or significant level. So you're being able to keep up with adults or do your best to keep up with adults in your field shows that you are talented in this field, and it gives them a better idea of what you're going to be doing on their campus. For example, I pursued a lot of scientific research during my junior and senior years of high school, and that would be my spike in my work experience. Maybe you're not interested in science, and that's okay. Maybe you're interested in poli-sci. In that case, having an internship at the Senate would be super impressive. Or maybe you're into creative writing. So maybe having an internship at a publishing house would be very impressive. So more tangibly in your college applications, having this work experience is going to help you be able to get letters of recommendation from leaders in the fields that you want to study, and also be able to write awesome college supplements that truly showcase your passion, your dedication to those fields. The next most impactful extracurricular that you can have on your college application is actually an original project, event, or idea that you develop yourself or in a small team. This area is actually what's going to help make you stand out the most compared to other applicants in your region, in your school, or schools like yours. This is really what's going to add that extra flavor to your application. It's going to make yourself more marketable, and it's going to really give them an idea of what you're going to be doing on their campus. This is also a great way for you to potentially get awards and media coverage for your hard work and dedication that you can list in your college application. So for example, I co-founded the New England Prep School Dance Festival, which was basically a semi-annual day of dance to learn different genres of dance and also to really celebrate the creativity of different prep schools, just so that we would be able to connect and really develop and foster our passions for dance. This is a great opportunity for you to also dive deep into what you're passionate about that isn't necessarily your main spike. Although these extracurriculars may not be your biggest spike or have as much of an impact as that work experience in your intended major, this is also going to be an amazing talking point for your professors or teachers to write letters of recommendation, and also it's going to be a great talking point for you to use in your supplements. Next, I'm going to be diving into the activities with medium importance and impact on your college application. So the extracurricular activity of sports or arts actually straddles the groups of high importance and medium importance just because of the different impacts it can have. If you are a nationally known athlete, you can definitely be recruited into college because of your sport, and that means that it's going to be of high importance. Now, if you are the average Joe with average to little athleticism, like me, I cannot catch a ball for my life. This is really only going to have a medium importance on your college application. This is just going to show long-term commitment, dedication, and passion for that sport or that art. Overall, as long as you put in hard work and you do your part, it's going to be relatively impressive. The reason that I have this higher than clubs is because typically sports and arts are extracurriculars that you have pursued from perhaps even as early as elementary school and middle school. So you really have dedicated a ton of time to these extracurriculars, and they show teamwork, leadership ability, and they also show great communication skills, and all of these things are amazing in college. The next activity of medium impact and importance to your college application is under this general umbrella of academic activities. Maybe you are taking college classes at your local university, or maybe even at an Ivy League. Maybe you're doing Duke Tip or Johns Hopkins CTY. Maybe you're doing a summer intensive for dance or music or art, or maybe you're even shadowing a doctor for a couple of weeks. All of these activities are not as impressive as people think that they are. An analogy for this would be like you're showing a college that you can tie your shoelaces a couple months before your peers. This is because everyone's going to have to do this stuff anyway. Once you get accepted into that college, you're gonna have to take the same classes anyway. You're just doing it a little bit faster than everyone else. You're not proving that you are going to establish yourself or that you are capable of establishing yourself as a leader in any field. If you guys are finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. It not only helps me know that you guys like these types of videos, but it also helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone who just subscribed to my channel, and let's move on to the rest of the video. None of these programs are going to get you into a school. Even if you spend 3 summers taking college classes at, let's say, Yale, you're not going to get into Yale just because you showed them that you spent extra money there to take classes and that you were able to take classes. Now, granted, Duke Tip and CTY, if done in the 7th or 8th grade, actually are pretty impressive and show that the person has been gifted from a young age and is motivated from a young age. So that is a good program to do. I'm not saying that this is going to hurt your application. I actually encourage doing it early on in your high school career, but this isn't going to be your make or break culminating activity that you do your junior or senior years that gets you into an Ivy League or an elite college. The next activity of medium importance is actually anything related to volunteering or being responsible for the well-being of others. Perhaps you are a part of a community service club or the Rotary Clubs Interact, or maybe you go to a boarding school and you are an RA, prefect, proctor, whatever you guys call it. Or maybe you are a peer counselor at your high school and advise others. Maybe it's in a niche, perhaps first-gen students, or just in general. All of these things likely require you to apply for a certain position. It also requires trusted adults to be able to vouch for you and endow you with this certain responsibility over others and the well-being of others. It shows that you are trustworthy in the eyes of adults that know you and see you every single day, and it shows that you are responsible. They also show that you're compassionate and that you're a team player. And these are all things that colleges are looking for. These activities are relatively easy to get started in and climb the ranks of, so these are going to be great activities for you to have going in the background and having a good backdrop to those most impactful activities that I mentioned earlier on in this video. It basically shows colleges that you not only were able to keep up with some of the best applicants from your high school and being able to snatch up those awesome extracurriculars, but you also were able to complete projects or internships on a national level and compete on that national level while having a rigorous load for your high school. The type of activity that I believe to have some of the lowest importance or impact on your college application is actually clubs. And this is what I get a lot of messages and a lot of comments about and emails about, because people think that being in a club or starting a club or being on the board or president of a club is going to help them get into college. And to that, I would like to do a little thought experiment. So if we believe Quora's estimate that there are about 37,000 high schools in America, and we take Hotchkiss's number of about 60 student clubs and organizations to be about average, there are over 200,000 clubs. Do you think that you're having maybe a couple or a handful of leadership positions or founding positions in a couple of clubs is going to be that impressive against the other millions of people with that on their application? Not really. The only exception to this is if you are able to leverage your club to create a profound impact regionally or an impact nationally or globally. But like I said, this is a great way for you to get brownie points with your professors. They get to know you, they see you as a leader on campus pretty early on, and it's also a way for you to kind of see what you like and what you don't like and what you want to pursue and maybe what you want to do. So it's a good entry-level extracurricular, and it also helps you get a leadership position earlier on in your high school career. So they're not complete throwaways. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more college admissions and college life tips, tricks, and advice. If you guys have any questions for me, comment them down below. I would be happy to answer them. If you guys are wondering how I tie in all of my activities into my Common App and my supplements, I have a video where I read my successful Columbia supplements and my Common App essay. So feel free to check that out, and I will see you guys at my next video.